What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl May Banks. You already know. Welcome to the channel. As you can see from the title below, we're gonna be watching Sword of the Stranger, if I'm not mistaken. Juju. So yeah, I put a poll up between Sword of a Stranger, Belladonna of Sadness, and Saint Young Men or Saint Onisan, Jesus and Buddha like teaming up together and kind of like taking over and having like a bunch of like adventures together. So I thought that was really fun. I do want to watch that one next, and I do have like a lot of like biblical content coming up later, so I think it'll line up pretty well. But I did kind of wanted to show you my little look that I did. It was inspired by a Oni mask, or you can also call it kabuki mask. Kabuki is basically like Japanese theater. The colors and lines show like different types of like character personalities. Red is a very strong color, which is why I decided to go for it today. So the makeup itself is actually called kumadori, if I'm not mistaken. Kumadori. Red means heroic, strength, power, courage, and a lot of like samurai do wear Oni masks in order to like kind of hone in. Blue and black is associated with villains, and white is associated with just super phenomenon, supernatural type of abilities. So as you can see, baby girl got all three, you feel me? I did get direct inspo from like look, and then I added in the teeth because I wanted them kind of teeth. I wanted to do the full type of teeth, but I was like, let me just do cute little like things. They were longer earlier. I will be putting a clip in here. And another thing I found interesting was that those Oni masks that we're always seeing, apparently they represent a female demon, jealous female demon. And I think it's called a Hanya, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's called a Hanya. It's just basically a jealous female spirit from folklore, which I thought was kind of interesting because we see it all around in all the imagery. We see it everywhere in art, in movies, in games, and everything. So I just thought it was interesting. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell because it does not take when I post, and I want to see when I post. Before I experience me, hello, to take care of your vibe. But yeah, I do feel like I'm a little bit like rusty right now. I'm sorry if I'm not able to convey what I want to slay, you know? Yeah. This is what you would see if we were live right now. I was thinking about doing some special treats, but no. Immediately remember.
From this point, you must go alone.
What?
Should something happen along the way, sell this for the money.
Immediately, what do? Like, obviously you have to leave, but like, I'm imagining like this kid look like he's literally 6 years old. So like, imagine just like, well, luckily though, he's with a dog, which makes things better. You have an emotional support pet, so you don't feel alone in this. But it's like, I wonder, I'm assuming they're under attack, because why would a temple, I'm gonna say for now, go up in flames like that? No survivors.
Who said that?
I'm always that's black.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Oh, we getting into it. Who you think are the bad guys? Let me know now. They seem like the bad guys, but what if they're just trying to protect from the noble? Yeah, using as a shield.
Sounds like we're having fish for dinner. I'm frozen right to the bone. The wind should die down in an hour or so. It's one thing putting up with the cold, but having to run around the countryside escorting the Chinese on top of that.
Escorting the Chinese. Because I still don't have any context. I'm really trying to figure out like, what are we doing? Like, I'm trying to figure out, okay, so like if you're escorting the Chinese and the whole temple got destroyed where like the little kid lived, I don't know, it doesn't give like he's like from a noble family, but we don't know because they were just like left in a hurry. I hate when I do these reaction videos and then like they're late at nighttime and then I'm yawning. That's like a recipe for disaster. I really hate that. That's like a really big pet peeve of mine. It's like my thoughts is not even thought in.
Building something over the Shishine fortune. What a cranky little boss.
I like him though. He stands on business. Like, he's not getting played. Some little kids will be getting played in this situation. Like, he's tough. I like that. So far, I'm still very confused. Like, they're not really giving us, I know it's like on purpose so we can continue watching and like getting the answers, but like I would like to know why these people came. Now I'm assuming it was the Chinos who did that, who burned the crib in the first place. Interesting how that's the kind of ad that we get. When I make my trip to Asia, I know that I'm gonna be staying in a very traditional home. Yes, I will. And I'm manifesting my Asian grandmother to adopt me out there.
We get to manhole before.
Okay.
The wound itself wasn't serious, but the poison's gotten into his body.
Did anyone see what happened here?
A little bad.
At Fiverr
You gotta
Pro,
feel a
we don't
little
promise
bad.
perfect
You feel me?
free.
Just a little bit, because it's like, I get it. The trust issues is normal. He be a little hard on him, but it is what it is. I like it. You gotta be on your toes with stuff like this. I don't know you, and everybody trying to play me. Everybody out to get me. So how do I know you're not out to get me?
The clothes and sword belong to Toussaint, but it's not him. Toussaint's right arm was once wounded, and the cut went right to the bone.
And there was no evidence of such a mark on the burnt corpse you found?
Jinhai died from
So they believe in the afterlife where the deceased would need their equipment, treating the horse and its gear as essential companions for the journey, which I've heard of before. Like, you know how when you do altars for like your loved ones, you would include little things. Sometimes people make like miniature versions of like clothes or like just things that you would like in the afterlife, and it'll like pop up for you. Signify status and role. So it would indicate a person was a rider, likely a pastoralist, warrior, or in some cases a high-ranking individual. The discovery of saddles in women's graves challenges traditional narratives, suggesting women in certain ancient nomadic cultures were active riders and pastoralists. And also daily life, often positioned as if the person were sitting on it, representing their life daily activities. In modern times, a cemetery saddle is not buried with the body, but is popular functional arrangement placed on top of the headstone. Read. A lot of older people really cannot read, like for real. Like, I know, I guess once upon a time it was like a privilege in some sense, shape, or form. But that's crazy. It just always reminds me of like my mom, but she knew how to read and write and stuff, but just like not in English, and sometimes not that. I remember one thing that was a pet peeve was that she would always write in caps. Like everything was in caps. Her whole name, every word, like whatever she wrote on paper, it was always in caps. And I'll be like, Ma, así no que se escribe. Está la mayúscula y la minúscula, whatever the fuck it's called. The lowercase and the uppercase.
Which country did you serve back then?
It's not worth bringing up. It was destroyed and no longer exists. I used to think the same thing when I was a kid.
You don't think that anymore?
Toss case smells. Not too low.
Master Bailuan, I saw your lamp was still burning.
I've been too busy thinking about something.
The whole time I've been looking, I just keep looking
If
at
you
this
were given
corset.
immortality, what would you do? How would you spend your life?
I have one goal, to live with pride, even if my time is cut short.
You're still very young. I've lived for so many years now. I'm at the age where I could die at any time. But the strange thing is, the longer I live, the deeper is my desire to keep on.
Well,
Will it succeed? All of us from Waka Oashi, myself included, have been practically raised by you, Master Itadori. There's no reason to worry. I'm counting on you. I'll do my best.
It's judo time! Look! Master Itadori is here as well!
How do you wish to handle this?
Buy us some time by using the Lord as a shield.
did you see they talking about the Big Four will air at the same time again? Dragon Ball, the Beerus arc remake is about to drop. One Piece arc is about to drop. Part 4 of the 1,000-Year Blood for Bleach. And Naruto, a special remake, is about to drop as well. They're all gonna be airing live, I guess. At the same time. We do need shoes. Cause we gotta go. We gotta watch it.
We need socks.
We need the socks and then the
Socks.
Yes, we do.
Socks.
And then the shoes. Yeah, we got to the hair. They kept them alive.
Is that you down there, Shogun?
What shall we do now?
It's
Everybody gone. Even young boy? Cause then he ain't never gonna marry the princess. So technically he failed. Technically.
Here, take this. It is medicine. It will help you to ease the pain.
I'd rather fight with the pain. It makes me feel more alive.
So that's what I should have known that, because earlier obviously they hinted that the medicine blocks pain. So I should have known that when the guy was being tortured, but it took a while to click. Ultimate showdown. He's either gonna win or he's gonna die in a draw, and I'm gonna be pissed if he dies. Kid needs somebody, or he probably gonna lose an arm or something. But like I said, I do appreciate the fight sequence that they've been doing. Simple did it. He ran into the thing. He almost had it. Once he would have ran into the frame, it should have just. That was cute. So how do we feel about the movie? I liked it. I thought it was cute. I said I like the animation of it. Obviously, it is throwback. Let me see what year it's from. 1 second. Oh, look, 2007. So I actually really liked it. The only question I'm left with, honestly, unless I probably missed it within the dialogue, was who's the boy? Why is he important? Is there a significance to not my face blurring off. Is there a significance to the child? I know there's a child that gets picked every 100 years for this ritual, but like, what was the significance of this child? Because the temple got destroyed. What type of temple was it? Like, who is this boy? I never got that. Feel me? We got a little bit of background of the samurai dude, but even then, so it's like, and I would have appreciated a little bit more on the medicine. But those are my only notes. And I think it was cool. I was trying to find a comment of the person who suggested this, but I can't find it at the moment. If I do, then I'll put it right here. So shout out to you. But shout out to the person who put me onto this. Other than that, like I said, I do have a list of a lot of movies that I have found, that I actually found. I've looked on Pinterest, I've looked on Facebook, I've looked on Google, I looked all over. So I have a lot of cool ones. All throwback though. I don't have no modern movies because we're trying to watch all the good shit. Oh, I like all the good shit. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. I gotta edit this, and I know I have 3 hours worth of footage, and I'm gonna have to cut this shit down to like 10 minutes. So watch me work my magic.